Alright, James. Let's do this, good buddy. If anyone else but James is watching and they think I'm trash talking this guy, it's kind of too bad. I'm reviewing James, so any other opinion is irrelevant to me. Alright, James. It's kind of common topic, but your hand is too low. That attack was okay. That attack was fine. I have no beef with this attack. Let's go back and look at why it might have been good. Guy wasn't ready. Why wasn't he ready? So you may not notice, but see, look at that. This is technically an attack on recovery. He feints to your hand right here, and then you instantly go hit him. He's not ready. That's an attack on recovery. It's a great attack. It's beautiful. Why was that a double this time? He actually backed up on that one, so that was, yeah, just a double. You're okay with that. Your tip is surprisingly alive. See those? Nice. You want those doubles? You're okay with these doubles? Oh, see here, if you just oppositioned a bit more, I think it could have been yours. You had the timing. He just kind of bullshit doubled because he's lefty. He's barely reacting to your feints. But to that regard, when you do this, see, that's actually a feint. He reacts. You need to get info off of that. Oh, why did that work? He was not ready. That's fine. Okay, so this is hard to explain. Here you know you're in control. Like, he's following you. You attack, he instantly backs up. But now wait. After he backs up, you guys are at a really far distance. You need to watch if he's going to follow you. Spoiler alert, he follows you. Surprised that wasn't yours. That's because you're not really going hand first. Is it though? That should have hit. Like, that would have been dope. If you get better at toe hitting, sexy. But it's fine. So your tip is seemingly like borderline not even pointing in. There's no reason to not have your tip pointing in here. And then he actually gets the extension first. He has the quote unquote right of way. But action like this, if you start the action like here instead of like you have your tip on him, you start the action to react, and then you would have had the time to oppose. That's fine. I'll forgive you this time. Okay, this guy walking around here was tilting me. Wait, he does it? Then he... Okay, this is just... No. Anyone watching this, if you do this, I will freak out. But that's fine. Ooh, alright. Why did that work? Was he distracted by the dude he didn't want to kill? Maybe. Maybe. Have your tip ready. Don't let your tip off your opponent, or if it's not on your opponent, you should know why. Also, bend your legs. This is a bit of on. See, this is on the same topic. It's kind of on a recovery. He kind of comes in forward. He gets a little too close. He's a little flat-footed, and then you just give him the business. So he tries to beat you, and he has no plan behind it. Oh, get out of here. It's pretty good. So that's something you'll get used to. There's not much to comment on that last one. It's just infighting. But like, typically with infighting, you either want to choose the option. You pretty much just have to start fighting. Because if you run away, you're giving them distance. That was a good feint. It just sucks you're not hitting any of them. So why did that work? See, that was a sick feint. Once you start landing those and there's an actual threat, ooh, watch out. So here, you just did a full-on feint. Anyway, he's not following you, so there's no real threat. But like, you need to unless you've got a sick parry waiting for you or a sick stop hit, you need to, you need to have your tip ready. You're pretty fast. Straighten your knee. You're gonna get an injury eventually. Then we have to take care of your ass. Okay, I want to see what happens after. See, you do the actual feint. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you should have got that hit, but you are more accurate than him. But that's fine. Okay. I mean, low level, but watch his body language. You can tell he's frustrated. Like here, I would straight up just start pushing him to the end of the piece. Oh, look at that. Look at your body language. Look at you animal. That's fine. That's straight up on his step forward. See, here. Oh. Why? Oh my god, you really backed up that hand. And then... So, yeah, on the recovery. That's fine. That's a double you'll take. You're okay with these doubles. Alright, let's see. Yikes. So there was no setup. His tip is on you, and you didn't do a feint beforehand. You didn't look to see any reaction. You're like, fuck this, I'm going to the knee. See, tip is on you, tip is on you. There's nothing. There's nothing. A little beat, okay, I guess. But he didn't really react. He moved his tip up at best. Straight. It's not even you went straight. It's like you took it a roundabout way too. Instead of just going dong, you went dong. So he hit you. He is happy. Good on him. I like your attempts on the high line. Okay, your head, your hand there, straight up, not extended. You go in. You kind of like you're afraid of his blade, but yeah. Oof. Let's get a slow mo of that. Oof. Oh. Oh my God. James getting fucked. How's your pec? It's okay though. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know the score. That's fine. Is this literally the same thing? You're panicking a bit. I don't like this body language of yours, man. Oh, oh, your arm is a little late. Your tip has to lead an action. So if your arm can't come out first, your tip should be leading the action. So let's like I can really feel like your tip is just waving all over the place. So now you're like up here, and now your tip isn't quite on him. It's still out before your action starts. He's a little bit taller, so we don't get away with that. You kind of miss, so I'll forgive you, I guess. Your pec still hurts. Jeez. You straight up miss. I can see behind you. You try the same thing again. So you get an opponent who's super ready. You do this weird feint out here. Are you actually pointing to anything? If you're gonna do a feint, point at him. Otherwise you're just waving a stick in front of him. An expensive metal stick. And then you try to go straight and you run into him. Yikes. Okay, that was pretty good. This body language is weird, but I'll take it. So you do a little beat. Little beat and this like I mean, okay, a little lucky, but at least your arm was like your tip was really threatening. Look at that. Your tip on target like more or less the whole time. So even though you're a little short, he actually runs into it. We're okay with that. You like this. Nice. He was flat-footed. With practice, that doubles actually yours with French grips. We live for that. His arm went way last. That's fine. Oh my god, stop doing that. You're tilting me, man. His tip is on you. Your tip is no. Why is your tip out here? Imagine all the time you would not waste if your tip just started off here. Tip on target. Tip on target. Point control. Much better. My goodness. Look at your tip is like way more on him. You're at least getting doubles on an opponent. Yep, that's awesome. Like, see? That's fine. And once you get better at that, the extension will come out more naturally. But your tip's actually on him, threatening him. That's awesome. Good hit. Um, nice flunge, bro. Let's see. Oh my god, you hit him on the mask. You are. Oh my god, you're sneaky. Okay. One of the reasons why that worked is right before that. A, he's bouncing. Okay. So he does this little. He does this little hand feint. It's funny to watch how little he actually. So he extends his arm. He tries to like scare you. And then you capitalize right on that. Again, what the heck is your tip doing pointing this guy's ass? Like, but it's an awkward hit, but you know, it's an older code, but it checks out. But I liked after that jump, even though it's a little weird, but you kept your tip. Like, that was good. Next period. Let's go. How dare you? That was a good hit. Hand, hand. Look at the. That worked because look, you're not necessarily catching him on the foot timing, but you're catching him on the recovery of his arm. It's always he does this weird little feint. He's not sure why, and then you go. That's good for you. Man, I like this tip positioning. So here you do like a beat, but look how like it's a little awkward. I mean, you're like you're not pro yet. Like you do a beat and your tip like doesn't really leave his target. If you were to disengage and roll off top, you would actually just hit him. That's fine. Like see, a hit like that is actually good. Um, you just need to refine it. Again, you're gonna have to practice toe hitting. That way, that feint actually becomes useful. Same thing. So I don't know if you had a strip coach, but at least you're pointing at stuff. See, you're keeping your tips super. Oh, look at that! Look, look, look! He does the hand feint on his recovery. You just go in. I'm really surprised that was a double, but just lefty things. Look at you, you stallion. guy keeps tapping his hard and it's just adorable. Tip out here. Why? Like, there was no real forethought to that. In Epee, your tip has to be the leader. He just nailed you right in the boobie. Nice floor hit, you jerk. I can't see the lights, I'm assuming. Well, good on you guys for calling floor hits. Look like a double, but I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's getting a little nervous. Just a lot of beats. Not even, just, See, you're kind of getting the timings. Your light goes off first, but his light comes off within the timing. If you do that at a better distance, aka, use your French grab, you're gonna get those hits eventually. Nice hit. Let's see what made you win this glorious touch. Okay. You did the same action again. Oh no, you shouldn't have. But the big difference, your tip is nowhere near as wild as it usually is, and it wins. Okay. Two things this bout. You need to get your lunge in order. Keep your knee straight. Make sure your tip always has a purpose. Even if your arm's the last thing to move, your tip has to lead the way. Alright? Hand first, tip leads the way. Fix your lunge. And try to control when you're going, but we'll get into better detail later on. See ya.